Yo, we're good. We're good. We're in here. What up, baby? What up, beautiful people? What's poppin'? We was having a little technical difficulties this morning. Yo, we're good. We're good. We're in here. We was having a little technical difficulties this morning. We're gonna let that room fill up. What's up, beautiful people? How you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your cousins doing? What's poppin'? Ew. What's up, family? How you doing? Come on in. Come on in. Get some sauce. Get some sauce. What a great day. By the way, I got great sleep last night. We got great sleep last night. What's happening? Let's go. As you enter the room, click the thumbs up button. Let me know that you are here. Let me know that you like the live. Let me know you're sharing the live. Let me know that you understand what the mission is here. What the mission is here. So check the DX. Oh, look at the DXY. Look at the dollar. Remember I told y'all the dollar was all the way up here like at 106, 108. Y'all remember when I told y'all that shit? I said, man, the dollar way up here. Look at that. What did I tell you? I said, the dollar is way too inflated. The dollar is losing value. Look at the dollar. Look at the dollar, 99.75. January the 31st, just to let you guys know, Genesis' birthday. January 31st, the dollar was sitting at 109.7. 109.7. Gold was sitting, let me show you, January 31st. Where's January? Let's go January. That's fine, January. January 31st. Gold was sitting at $2,774. Let me say that again. Gold was sitting at $2,774 an ounce January 31st when the dollar went from 109 to 99 and gold went from 27.74 all the way to 32.44. Ew. In the last 4 months. Just to let y'all know. Just in the last 4 months. What's happening? What's happening? Oh man, beautiful thing. So we have a sell zone still sitting right here. I still want to call it active. It is at the 32.44 to the 32.41. So if gold pops up in here, we can look for a nice little sell position. Still, we're gonna remove all of those. My buy at 31.68, 31.71 is still valid. That is still valid. So this is from zone to zone, from the overbought market to the oversold market. This is the bigger plays. The bigger plays. US 30 is consolidating. US 30 and Nasdaq looks like it's forming an M structure, like in the middle of basically all of that big drop that it had. So I still like my 900 to 870. So if we get like 3,000 pip push up doing open bell or something like that, I still like a drop kind of like right up in here. So it's like an added zone, you know, because it's been like rejected from this area the whole time. So if we get a little pullback in here, I think we can get a little some open bell play. Or we can get something like this, a little scalp action, nothing major, nothing to hold. We can get like a little scalp action where it comes back down, then it pulls up to the EMA 200. So don't try to hold this sale right here. Scalp it, make your money, and at least if it pulls back up in here, it can literally bounce back from here and then pull back up through to the 200, drop again, come all the way up here, and then boom, like that. Like we can easily see something like that, you know. So we gotta be patient. Be patient in the market. Be patient in the market. Who right now struggled yesterday in open bail? Let's put some ones in the chat. If you struggled yesterday when open bail was moving extremely fast and you were literally just like kind of like stuck on stupid. You didn't get it. You weren't able to press the button. You weren't able to move fast enough. Like if that is you, put some ones in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Lakita? Assalamu alaikum, mama. We got great sleep. Oh, yes. Yeah, we went to a sound bath last night, me and Marcus, and it was absolutely amazing. It was like the introduction. So imagine how my day like ended yesterday. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with like a sound bath where they do like Tibetan singing bowls, they're doing drums, they're doing like all of these things. And yesterday was the perfect day for that. I laid down on that mat, we did a little yoga, did some little breath work. And let me tell you, like soon as they started playing the chimes and the rattles and the Tibetan singing bowls, they had to wake me up at the end. I was balled up over there in the corner on a yoga mat, 236 pounds. They said, damn. I said, man, I sleep? Oh, we finna get some right now. I'm telling you, I got there like at 8:45, almost 9 o'clock last night. Ceremony started around about 9-ish. We started doing the preparations for the sound bath. We got started around about 10:15. I woke up 11:35. I woke up 11:35. Absolutely amazing. Last thing I remember, the lady was like beating the drum like right in front of my face, and I was just like, boom. Like I went into trance or something of sleep, of REM sleep. It was hilarious. It was hilarious, but I loved it. So your bigger plays. Oh man, I gave an oil play on Sunday. I think she's still up. Oh, she's like right here. She coming. She almost came right back. Because I'm really truly liking all of my zones. I think oil might drop back into it, give us another entry. I would not take aggressive this time. Let me just flip the zone. We're gonna flip the zone like this. There we go. Boom. We're gonna flip the zone. And we're gonna take it to Let's go 60. Oh, come on, get out of there. What up, Patrice? 60.29. Let's go 59.90. How everybody doing? Oh. Girl, don't be trying to act like you know me and know my facial expressions and my mannerisms. Don't be acting like you know me, like you my sister. Like I'm locked in. I'm like, we locked in right now. We trying to get y'all, you know what I'm saying, 2,000, 3,000, almost 4,000 pips this morning. We trying to give y'all pippage this morning. Yeah, so I like oil to pull in and do what she did yesterday. Kind of like, boom, take off for us. So let's get her going. We probably could have scalped her down, but oil be so fickle sometimes. She be so fickle. Boom. Nasdaq also sitting in the same big zones. You have a 19,263 to 19,293. That is my big sell area for a hold. That is the top of an M structure on Nasdaq. As I told you, this area here still needs to get filled. This area here still needs to get filled up. Like these areas have to get filled. That's for sure. So you're talking from here to here, that's the M structure. That's also the area from the normal market to the overbought market. This space from here to here. And I could easily say, yo, let's just buy her up here. But then at the same time, you don't know if she's going to drop down to your buy zone, or you don't know if she's going to fly up to your sell zone. You see that this is the M structure, but you also see that there's a lot of sellers that pushed in right here at this particular price at that 19,117. Shout out to 117, January the 17th, the king was born. What up, Jen? What up, Jen? Y'all, let's give it up for the pip police. Let's give it up for the pip police. What up, Key? Yes. So I'm looking for this area right here. And if she basically news just blasts us through here, I think that EMA 200 is going to be the reason why we get that drop. I think that EMA 200 right is the reason why we get that drop. So I'll be setting my alarm, as always, middle to modest. My alarm is sitting at, well, on here, it's like, because this zone is like hella big when you look at it right here, but it's in the middle of 19,263 to 19,293. So my alarm is sitting at 19,270, basically 288. Oh yeah, no, I want 288. Oh yeah, right there. That's where we at. That's where we at. Y'all got that, beautiful people? Y'all got that? Your buy zones are right here, 17,810 to 17,840. People say, yo, bro, that's like major distance between zones. Y'all don't see that crazy movement we've been seeing? Y'all see yesterday how the market was moving on that 1 hour? So I asked for those to type of one in the chat who has struggled with open bail yesterday. Let me show you what happened yesterday and how you play open bail real quick. And I'm just going to show you on the 1 minute. Let's see if it's moving. Let's see if it's moving today. All right. So for an example, here's a 1 minute chart. Let's say your buy zone is here. Okay? We're just roughly saying that this is the buy zone. This is not the buy zone. So as the market is pulling in and then they're telling you guys, hey, the market is coming closer. The market is getting closer to our entry. So as she starts basically dropping from here, because there's your EMA 9, she can either push all the way up or she can come down and find buyers from this little area right here on the 1 minute, okay? So as she starts pushing in here, the minute she hits here, right up in here, this is when people are pressing the buy button who likes to take the aggressive area. You have your aggressive and you have your modest. In open bail, when the market is moving and Alex is talking, Valerie is talking, Paola is talking, and they're explaining to you about the zones and they're saying, all right, now we're waiting for the zones. Before the zone gets activated, I personally suggest that you have already prayed, asked God to lead you in this little journey of foreign exchange market. So therefore, you know if you're going to be taking the aggressive entry or the middle to modest or to modest entry. If you have a small account, you should never be taking the aggressive. I'm just saying. So here she comes. As she comes into play, right up in here, soon as she get right here, you make the conscious decision to say, hey, I'm going to buy at the aggressive, or I'm going to wait to middle to modest, or I'm going to be here. But when it gets here, whatever decision you have made, soon as it get there, whether Alex says get in, whether someone says get in or not, because yesterday it hit and nobody said nothing, and everybody knew what to do, who knew what to do, if you know type situation. And she popped down, buy, boom. Soon as she pops up, me personally, I'm only scalping in open bail. So I'm using a larger lot size. So therefore, when I get my entry, I don't need much for it to give me 200, 300 bucks. So every time it pops up, let it pull down in here. I'm going to show you guys again. As it pulls down in here, we're still just waiting. I'm understanding like, okay, I'm going to try to take the aggressive. All right. So when the aggressive comes to this little area right here, I'm going to buy her back up, but I'm only scalping her because I know 9 out of 10, she's going to come right back down because the market is moving. This is the New York Stock Exchange time frame. Also, put a 2 in the chat if you dealt with lagging of your liquid brokers. Like you press the trade, you try to exit the trade, and it's not exiting the trade. Let me tell you why. Because you're trading at high volatile hours and you're not putting in accountability of the slippage in this time frame. Any other time frame, you won't have those things. You can open, close a trade, but when you're in the New York Stock Exchange trading between that 9:30 and 11:30 time frame, you're going to get that. God does help with your trading key. You know that. You just got to stop failing those tests. And then he'll help you, you know, when you're like supposed to do something. And then we fail. This is why. This is why. So, so watch this. Watch this, beautiful people. Look at them twos. Look at them twos. Look at them twos. I don't even realize what I asked y'all to give me them twos anymore. Wangguan, brethren. Do. Part of the game. Part of the game. So here we go. Watch it. Here it comes. Let it come on in. So I'm telling you guys, like Valerie or Paola, they'll be sitting there. And you know, Valerie, she got that 1-900 voice. She's like, hi guys. We're going to be entering in at the aggressive. Here she comes. Here she comes. As she pulls in right up in here, watch how she just goes like this. Boop, she just drop in there. When she drops in there, this is when you press the buy button. But as she pulls up out of there, you're looking at 20, 30 pips. You can either put your stop loss in profits, or you can just cut the trade and then get ready to go into the trade again. Me personally, I don't put stop loss in profit. As it pulls up, I cut the trade because sometimes in open bail, you can take the same trade 5-6 times. You see, so as it pulls in, watch as it pulls in, I take that trade, boom, take the pips, it drops back down again, I take the pips again, like this. This is like, for example, just say this candle, leave the zone. Let's make it big. Let's make it big. This is Nasdaq, by the way. When Nasdaq pulls up in here, and this is literally the 1 minute, so we're not getting too crazy, but this could give us a nice little buy. Nice little buy on the 1 minute. Let me show you. Let me show you. So we're just gonna let these candles do what they do. See how that candle wicked up like that? Wicked up like that, then this one opened, pushed up. When I see something like this, if I don't close it, this is when I move my stop loss in profit. When I see the candle closes like a hammer, because I know the next candle is gonna pop up and like jump up from there. You see that? You see how I jumped up and pulled down? This is only because it's just a 1 minute. But this is why I hold that trade, let it pushes up here. When it got up here, I closed that trade out. As it starts coming back down again, as it comes back down again, I hit her again. As it comes to the EMA 9, I cut that trade. You see that? I cut that trade every time. So whether it's a buy zone, sell zone, does not matter. So let's say it's a sell zone. Let's put a sell zone right here. I just put a little sell zone right here. It'll probably blast through it because it's on the 1 minute. But we're gonna use it as an example. Because you got all of these little wicks right here. So see how it's like wicking up right here? For an example, if it pushes up into this zone, right up in here, right up in here, soon as it hit, watch it again. I want you guys to see it every time because this is like how you take advantage of open bail. Soon it gets to these wick areas. Say for instance, here's your zone. Here's it coming. Here she comes, just walking down the street, singing, do I did it. There she goes. See how she pulls in the zone? See that little wick down? See that wick down? Boom! You take that money. You cut that trade because now it can bounce right back up in there again. Y'all see that? That was fire, by the way. As she pulls back in there, so that's one scalp. Here's two scalps. It's at the modest. See how it's sitting at the modest? As she pulls up in the modest, you start saying, yo, she has to get right up in here. She has to start rejecting from the modest. I no longer have an aggressive entry. You see that? So as my modest like pulls down in here, I'm holding a little bit, I'm holding and I'm waiting. You got 20 seconds to see if it leaves the zone. If it leaves the zone, I'm taking the L. See how it's right here? I'm taking the L. If it closes in 20 seconds in the zone and the next candle opens in the zone, she drops down. If not, she's right here, you take the L. You see, you just take the L. I won't even let it deal with this. The minute it comes past my little zone, I'm done. You see that? Like I'm literally just like, I'm not even taking any chances in open bail. So now you see that she's coming to the 200. So let's move this up here. I want you guys to understand. So when you're in open bail, you know exactly how to do it. So here it is again. She's gonna pull up in here. Soon as you hit it, you take those wicks. You take those wicks and you do not try to project where it's going. Like you don't care how, you get you a nice little wick, you take your profits in open bail because 9 out of 10, you're gonna get 4, 5, 6, 7 trades during open bail. So no good entry then between those times. No, it's not that you can't get a good entry, it's just you're gonna have lagging because so many people are on the actual app. So many people has that app and they're using that app during that time frame because Liquid Brokers is the only legitimate broker that is paying people out. And by the way, we got 79 thumbs up. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. And apparently y'all ain't praying. It's just that simple. If you were praying, you would have a thumbs up for your boy. You would be giving thumbs up for your boy. Like literally, come in class, click the thumbs up button. Yeah, it's too much traffic. It's too much traffic. So here it is again. There's your push up on your 1 minute. Let it come on up here again. Watch it, beautiful people. So that's the whole purpose of open bail. Market gets into those zones, press that buy button. Market gets into your sell zone, press that sell button. Watch it. Here it is. Here it is as she pulls up in here. Watch it, watch it, watch it. 19 seconds. There she goes. Boom. Watch the wick right there. Watch that wick. Soon as she pulls up in there, watch your little wick. She's in your max overbought area. So actually she should be probably coming about right up in here. But there's your bull down because the EMA 200. You take that money. You see that? Here it comes again. That's now you out of that trade. You in the trade again. You take that money. You see, that's 2 times I didn't hit it. That's 2 times. She's back in there again. I don't even have a trade open. She's at my aggressive. I don't take it because it's right there. So I'm in my modest. I'm in it again. There's your profits. You see how I pull down again? That's how you trade open bail when it's moving extremely fast. Take that money. Move your stop loss in profits right there if that's the case. But I take the money. Look at this. That's 4 times already. That's 4 times that she hit. And now she's vulnerable. So every time I'm hitting her, I'm changing my lot size. I'm not going in at the same lot. I'm not going in at the same lot. Here it is again. Modest active again. Now after 4th or 5th time of hitting it, this is the time I go, all right, now let me see if this heifer gonna run and let me just put my stop loss at break even. Boom. And now we have something. Now it closed out the zone, pulls back in there again, and now we should start seeing her drop. You see, that's how it works. There she goes. Boom. Successful trading. 4 scalps, trade into a hold like that. That's how you do it directly. I don't know if ain't nobody ever showed you that, but ew. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. So now let's get into some money. Let's get into the money. I've been getting to the money. Everybody mad. Everybody mad. Look at that daily candle. I still like the same zones. I like the same zones. I'm gonna pull up in here, 3168 to 3171. My alarm is at 3169. 244 to 243. Alarm is sitting at 242. Boom. Boom. And that is gold. So gold is sitting like right here. So I don't care what she does. She can drop here, she can drop here. I don't mind. I don't care what she does. She's already hit our zone before. I believe we'll get us a nice little push up on the 4 hour to create that other side of the M. And like I said, I think indices die. I want to see that movement. I think indices dies. Well, we'll get this pull up like this to this area right up in here. Boom. Actually, I think this is that's the big buyer. I think if we see 3168, I forgot I switched to Nas. Gold. If we get a 3168, 3171 buy, Alex has the same buy. That's me saying that the market broke into an all-time high and is basically retracing the previous all-time high. And if it touches the previous all-time high, I don't think she breaks back in there. I think she pulls back up and takes us to like 3,300, like that. So I'm still holding my buy from down here. I still have this buy, and I'm still running her. I have literally a micro mini lot left, only a 0.01 right here out of all of the profits. I started with a 0.50, and as it climbed all the way, by the time it got to the all-time high, I took the money. And as it pulled up over here to 3,200, I took all the money. And I said, you know what, the hell with it. Wherever it goes from here, I can hold a micro mini lot for the rest of the year. And right now it's sitting at a micro mini lot in my broker is sitting at almost 250 bucks, 260 bucks, to be honest with you. Live running, floating profits, 261 on a daily basis. It's floating 261, so imagine at the end of the year, it could easily be 500, 600, 800, turning pennies into hundreds. You still in the gold sale, Key? Good job, good job. Good job. Yeah, just hold her. Just hold her, bro. We got a really good entry on her. You got a really good entry on her. All you gotta do is hold her out. Where y'all going for trades he just gave? On Liquid Broker. Liquid Broker. Are you brand new? Are you brand new? Are you a part of the organization, or you just stumbled upon me on YouTube? What is it? What is it? Y'all see that? Y'all got that? Y'all got that? Let's go down to the 1 hour. Yeah. See, the 1 hour gives you more of a sell position. Gives you that sales position. You see that on the 1 hour? Sell, sell, sell. I think we should be selling gold, buying indices like right now. You know, like that's what's going to happen right now. Overall, we're going to be buying gold and literally shorting the actual indice markets. Like the indice markets are going to die. They have to die. They have to come down and give us this price. People say, why? Because there's too much liquidity down here. That was like, boom, that was tariff talk. This was tariff. Now from tariff, the market just dropped back, tried to regulate because people started selling off. But then you're going to start seeing the market gets accustomed to the new rules, the new regulations, the new markets. And as the market gets accustomed, it's going to settle in and it's going to start its natural movement as the market always does. 100%. 100%. So we have a quick sell zone here on US 30. 40,900 to 40,871. That same example I just gave you guys on how to play it if it hits an open bail. If it comes in, take your aggressive, cut your trade. Comes back in, middle of the modest, take your lot down, take that trade, it pulls out, take your money. So that gives you capital. If you can do that 4 or 5 times or 3 times, and at $20 a pop, that gives you 60 bucks on a small ass account. So when it basically pops up to the modest, you can take the modest and now you can hold that out. And now you can say, man, I've already just scalped 60 bucks. So I got 60 bucks to play with. Let me risk at least $20 out of that 60 to just hold and say, you know what? I'll put my thing negative $20. If I want to play with a stop loss, I'm only going to be willing to lose $20 to try to make, say, $80, $90. You see? That's on a small amount. That's on a small curve. Where I'm trying to make 10,000, I'm willing to lose 1,500, 2,000. You see, like that. But I think we get this little pull up right here. Where's she at? So she like 3,000 pips away. Yeah, she like 3,000 pips away. So that's cool. She like 3,000 pips away right now in a little consolidated area. See how she's just consolidating? So I don't want to make any rash decision. Say, you know what, guys, let's just buy her off the EMA 9. Or let's go down to the 15 minutes and let's start taking trades. No. We don't want to buy in the retail consolidated confused area. So you got Nasdaq sitting right here also. Nasdaq consolidating like crazy. So we're not getting involved in that. You understand that? We don't get involved in none of those things. I for sure think she's going to basically come from here and pop up here and give us that sell position. That's what I want to see. Oh no. Boom, there she goes. Let's get her out of there. Yeah, you can easily see a nice little pullback right up in here, where she pulls back up in here. Alex had a sell zone right here at the 960, area. So Alex had a sell zone right here. But I think we kind of but he's already in that and it just didn't go nowhere. I don't know if he's still holding that trade. He's probably still holding it because if it ain't moving, I know Alex ain't gonna move. If he has an entry right here and probably just put his stop loss maybe right here, he ain't even tripping. He's just seeing what it does. And if it comes back up, he'll take another entry, you know. But I believe we should get some. Do we have news today? We got some news today? Let's refresh. Let's see what we got. April 14th. Today is the 15th. Oh, wow. Red folders in Canada, huh? Canada, eh? Red folders there. Speaking of Alex. Oh, he said, I love these testimonies. I think Rob gave a NAS, something NAS this morning. What did he give? Well, yesterday? What did he give? What up, Jazz? What up, Jazz? Yeah, we should start seeing the little wick up right here. But for me, because of the market is so unstable and unpredictable now, I'm not trading nothing in the middle. I'm looking for zone to zone. I'm literally looking for zone to zone on the indices. From oil to Nasdaq to US 30, this is what I'm focused on. Gold, I have my zones. Anything in the middle, not interested in. I'm interested in here. I'm very interested in here because I'm gonna send it from here. I'm gonna personally send it from here on the US 30. I'm gonna send it. Boom. I get it up here, I'm gonna send it. That's for sure. With this big wick, this big pull-up area over here, if the market slingshots up in here, oh yeah, she's gonna fly. She's gonna fly. So I'm with all of that smoke. Anybody got any questions? What up, Garrett? What up, G Money? What up, OT Mac? What up, Caroline? Caroline! We got Meg. What up, Megan? We got Mag Swag. What up, Mag? We got my boy Jeffrey. Yo, what's happening? We got a room filled. Kareem. What up, Kareem? Patrice. Buenos dias, mamita. We got Cindy from the Bronx. Let's go. When did you take your original swing buy? Just making notes on my chart. Talking about on gold? Last Monday I took it. Yeah, April the 7th. April the 7th I took that. We're talking about on US 30? Yeah. This is literally just a scalp. A scalp, what I mean by when I say scalp to a hole, like same like open bail. I'm willing to scalp it to down here. And if it gets through this, because I'll put a stop loss at break even. If it gets through the EMA 9 right here, then I hold her down to the buy zone. But if she like comes from here and then starts shifting and like consolidating here, I just take my money. I'm like, you know what, man, the hell with US Dirty 30. I'm not even trying to deal with her ratchet ass. So if she just gives me a little drop, she just touch her elbows to her knees, I'll take that. We got 37 beautiful people in here did not hit the like button. And now from 100 to 137, the next person hit that thumbs up. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you. I just want to let y'all know. I'm gonna see you, that's for sure. How do we get into these swing trades? Any of the recordings? What do you mean, how do you get into a swing trade? You fucking press the button and you hold it. You don't close the trade. That's how you get into it. You know what I'm saying? Just that simple. Same way you press the buy button, same way you press the sell button. You just hold her. That's what swing trade means. You hold. Yeah. Now people scared to hit the thumbs up now because they know I'm finna see their ass. They know I'm finna see their ass. So 36 individuals finna sit over there and not press the thumb button. Not gonna press it. I see your ass anyway. Again, middle finger for thumbs up. Tell them, Mac. Tell them, Mac. Yeah, so you guys got your zones. Pretty good class. Anybody got any questions? You can look at these JPY pairs. These JPY pairs are trying to break out of this little W little form. This is like a little ugly W that it done made on most of the pairs. Same little structure. It's like everything is consolidating right now, so I would be super careful. When I see the market moving like this, I'm like putting my hands in my pocket, watching it, but not taking action. Watching it, not taking action. People say, why are you not taking action? Because not all trades are good trades. Be patient, wait for your zones, wait for your areas, hit them, and like I said, depending on the time, if you're in New York Stock Exchange, understand nothing is a hold at that point. You want to scalp everything because it's moving so fast. So you want to basically get your money, secure your money, and just get up out the market. And if you can find a position where you just put your stop loss and don't get clipped out, then that's just what it is. That's what it is. That God loves you. God loves you. Because 9 out of 10, you're going to just scalp your way out of open bail. And by the time you get out of open bail, you're not going to have any running trades. You're not going to have any running trades. That's a fact. That is a fact. So if there is no more further questions, I got tariffs on my thumbs up now. I'm gonna start hitting y'all with 400% tariffs on y'all ass. That's for sure. That's for sure. Do you usually go into with a similar lot size? What do you mean by that, Winder? What do you mean by that? For an example, if I hit her once, and she didn't charge me, like right here, boom, she didn't charge me, boom. So I hit her here for say 0.25. Now she's back in again. If I take middle to modest, meaning I'm gonna take her right here. If I take this right here, boom. Now I'm in her for a 0.15, you see? So I got a 0.15 at the modest. Boom. You see, so now I'm that 15 in profit. As this guy starts trying to pull up out of there, if she pulls up out of there, because it's a 1 minute, I'll pull it back down so we can get it accurate. See where she's going. So if we'll put it right there at modest again. I think she's going further. Where's she going over here? This might be it. That might be it. That might be our little reversal. Might be our little reversal. So I'm in modest right here. So if I have modest, I started here with a 0.25 at aggressive. Now I'm at middle to modest again. So I'm not hitting it with a 0.25. I'm hitting her with a 0.15. If I already took middle to modest, I hit middle to modest with a 0.15. I got a 0.10 at the modest. I have no open trades at this point. Let's say I came in and aggressive and then it went to modest. So now I have aggressive open and I have modest open. If I have a 0.25 here, I'm going to have a bigger entry on my modest. Let's go back down and let's grab her again and see where she's going so it looks good so you can understand it. Here it is again. So as it pulls up, I would like for this candle to pull up out of there, and then I close my aggressive or I close my middle to modest as it just pumps up like that. And then I only keep this entry here. You see it? Watch it. There she goes. So I immediately close. You see how fast that was? You're going to have to close out your aggressive and your middle to modest extremely fast because she can pull up in here. You have 3 consecutive red candles, so she can start dropping even further. You see that? So now modest entry is in profit. You see how quick that is? That's why it's imperative that you take your money from your aggressive and your middle to modest and just leave your modest there because you get clipped out. And the market moves like this on an hour time frame during the New York Stock Exchange. So that's why it's key. Like when you come in here, don't be trying to hold it, watch it pull back in here again, and now you're trying to have 2 solid entries. If it just pulls up here and you got $3 profit, yo, take the $3. When have you not seen $1 on the floor in the parking lot and not picked it up? Tell me, please. Please tell me. Tell me when. Tell me when. And just to let y'all know, all of this movement is literally just sitting right here. It's on the EMA 9 right now. I get that for sure. Hold on, what you say? I get that for sure. I was talking about swing trades though. Do we get into them with smaller lot sizes? Yes, of course, because you're trying to be in there for a duration. But if you have an account that can hold it, then you send it, and then you start taking profits. Like for my swing trades, like I send it. I'm in them for like 2 lots, 3 lots, 5 lots. And then as it starts going in my way, I'm like taking 1 lot off, taking 2 lots off, taking 3 lots off, taking 5 lots off. So if I hit that thing with say 2 lots on gold, if I hit her with 2 lots on gold, she gives me this entry here. All right. She gives me this entry right here. Boom. I take her at 32.44 with 2 lots. By the time it gets to 32.44 to 32.41, that's already $600. So by the time it gets outside the aggressive, I'm already moving my stop loss 200, like 10 pips. So I'm already securing $200 when I have heavy lot sizing. So I'm already going from 244 to 243. That's what my stop loss is going to be. I don't care if it's like right here. And she pulls down, drops down. She gives me 60, 70 pips. I'm taking half. So that means I only have a 1 standard there. 1 standard with literally a stop loss at $100 in profit because it's only 10 pips in profit. As it starts basically pulling back in, if I see that $100 is being like about to get ready to get hit, but it's still looking weak, I move my stop loss back to my break even on my modest, and I just let her ride and let her play out in that zone. And if she keeps playing out in that zone, I let it go. Look at this. Look at gold. I would tell y'all to hit her right now. If you want to be aggressive, just press the buy button and scalp her on up. But because she's consolidating, I wouldn't suggest it. To be honest with you. Because it's 4:48 in the morning. She could easily pull up from right here and give you 30 pips easy. I'm not taking it though, to be honest with y'all. I won't take it, but that's a area where she's showing that she likes to pull up from. And let me show you why. Because if you go down to your stochastics, you can see, boop, right here, rejection. You see the rejection? That's a heavy rejected area right here where it's at. Because that'll give you the solid last leg of the M. So that's almost like too good to be true. for guys like Keith, who is still sitting up right here. So if you press that buy button at 32.16, it's already kind of like 10 pips in profit, and you just can't see the wick yet because this is a 4 hour. Let's go to your 1 hour, and you'll start seeing her pull up from right up in here. You start seeing her doji out. And anytime I see like a trend line rejection or the market approaching the EMA 9 on the higher time frames, I always kind of like just hit her with a lot, like especially if it's in between my zones. I'm personally now not taking anything because I'm only taking from zone to zone. But if this was like me not in anything, I would literally just basically take this little buy and just scalp her on up. But this is hella aggressive. It's like hella aggressive. So I won't use a crazy lot size. I'll use something small like a 0.25 and just see if I can get to pull up from 2017, 32.17 to all the way up to like 32.44, you see? Boom, 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 gotta get to work. Appreciate it, appreciate it. 30 just gave us a beautiful drop. 30 just dropped. Yeah, if 30 starts dropping, yeesh. If 30 starts dropping, gold gonna start flying. That's for sure. That is for sure. For shizzle, my nizzle. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. We should see a nice little pull up. We should see a nice little pull up. Y'all remember that, what I told y'all. So I'm going to get up off here. I'm going to head to the gym. I love you guys, man. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Am I in drawdown? What you mean? You're in drawdown? You took this aggressive buy hitter? Why would you take this aggressive buy? Lastly, please, and thanks, Mr. H. Brethren. What did he say? Silver is also on the rise. I've got, oh yeah, silver. I've been into silver since like 28, 26, 20, I think 26, 20, yeah, 26. Like 26. Yeah. I've been in there since like down here. Where is it at? Yeah, right here. Boom. I got all this in my corporate account with my business partner, and we're just holding, and just in case we get war, we get some type of chaotic situation. Silver is going to go mayhem, going to go crazy. Silver can go up to $100. You can easily hit $50 by the end of the year. So silver is also a good thing to hold, like gold. Silver and gold, buy them, don't sell them. Buy them, forget them. That's kind of like the mindset. That's the mindset over there. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody's good? Everybody's good. That buy is up from 32.16. If you took her, you're up like 20 pips on a 4-hour time frame. So it don't look like much here. You go to the 15, you'll see it there. You'll see it pull up there. That's what you're not seeing on the 4-hour. That's what you're not seeing on the 4-hour. Y'all got it? I love you guys. I appreciate you, Wayne. I appreciate you, Wayne. And for those who reached out to me yesterday and gave me some encouraging words and stuff like that, I really do appreciate you guys. Much love. That just goes to show that we're more than a trading organization. We are family. So we also make sure we love on those who are needed. So I really do appreciate that extra love for those who reached out outside of mindset. But as I said, in mindset, I am amazing. I am doing absolutely amazing. So we never let bad moments project and take a whole day. You know what I'm saying? We deal with those moments and we just push forward and keep on going. What up, Trent? What you said in here, Trent? So put it, yeah, hell yeah, Trent. Hell yeah. So yeah, I love you guys, man. Y'all take care. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Deuces, beautiful people.